This is Ben.
Hi, Vince. How are you? So,
Hello.
can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Okay, great. Hey, thank you for taking my phone call. I need to, I need some help. So, and I do believe that this backs me up, and I'm scared, but I gotta keep going. So, I got another DUI on Thursday night. So let me tell you about it really, really quick. I just parked on it, set the comfort in, trying to figure out if I'm going to call that trooper or not and tell him I'm going to court and want him on my side. So let's, but I'm scared, and there's been a lot of other weird things happening, especially with that app that I haven't sent you yet. But somebody's messing with me. They said it's Universal App said some weird things that like you fucked everything up with your family, things like that. And then and then it was having a dialogue back and forth with me. However, and so not knowing how to go about doing this anymore, I got a little bit of alcohol and I was sitting there. I was about 30 seconds from my house. The cops got me actually, though, in another person's driveway about 2 streets down. Probably 60 seconds from my house, maybe less. But when I had gotten some scissors, because I'm losing my hair, so I wear a wig, I was cutting it, and my scissors were in there. Someone knocked on my door. The car was parked, it was off. However, I was in the driver's seat and in somebody else's parking or driveway. When I opened the door and they knocked, I opened the door. It was very scary, and I tried to shut the door. They said I grabbed the scissors, and I might have, but I didn't lunge for them or do anything like that. I was scared. I didn't know what was going on. They maced me. And they got me out of the car. And then I asked them to stop as they got, because I didn't know what was going on. I was so confused. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know who it was. I didn't know what was going on. However, when they got me to the car, before the car, I'm like, please just let me stop and let me figure out what's going on. They said, you're a big deal here. Look around. And I had a lot of cop cars around. An ambulance came, checked me out. I went in the back of the car, and I was like, I'll go now. Like, I realized I was what was happening, and I'm like, okay. I did freak out a little bit, and it's on their tapes, and because I'm like, is this call recorded? Is everything in here recorded? Because I need you to know there's some things that aren't okay going on here. And I kind of went off on that tangent. I hope you can get that for you. But however, I calmed down, and I wasn't like yelling at him. I'm just trying to explain what's going on. However, and then when we got to the jail, they took me inside. The lady gave me my bag of contents that the officer brought me, and it's very weird. There's a pop socket, and it's original. I'm gonna email these pictures to you. Pop socket, and it's original, like it's still in the box. I don't have a phone, so this was in my glove box. There's also a Visa card type thing. It was also in my glove box. And it's in this full sleeve, in a full blue sleeve still. And then they must have got this phone. My phone's missing, but they must have got this phone because I have an old government phone in my glove box. I'm sorry, in the center console, where they picked this one out. It was they'd have to have gone through my glove box, which was a mess. And then a random kind of Ziploc bag that they brought me, an empty one with polka dots on it, which was also in my center console. They must have gone through my car. My title was on the seat. They went through my glove box. However, I also had marijuana in the car. And my marijuana bag is gone. But on the floor in my car was my pipe when I got my car out of, I'm so terrified, out of the impound. It was there right on the floor. I have pictures next to the alcohol bottles, or just a container of seltzers. And for them to bring me this bag of contents, I remember when they brought it to me in the jail at night. Look, I was standing there and I'm like, they brought you this? This is really weird. Why did they bring you these things? And she's like, oh, that's just what Clayton Police brought. And I'm like, okay. And I didn't, my brain wasn't in the capacity of their messing with me anymore, or helping me is what I think. But, and then I sat there in jail for a while, sobered up. I ended up getting out. When I got my contents, I have a really, you've seen me in that long gray hoodie type jacket, and bottom half of the back sopping wet. It was sopping wet, and I'd been in there for hours. I don't know if that means anything. I just found it so weird. And and again, I didn't even remember my bag of contents when I got my jacket back, and I left. I got out before 2. I'm gonna have to, but I'm gonna fight this one too, because somebody's messing with me, and this isn't okay. Why didn't they take that? So can I call the cop and go, why didn't you? Because I was already gonna call the other trooper. Go on. I didn't think so, but I need facts to the table. I need facts to the table, and I need understanding, because I'm not gonna do this anymore. Like someone. Okay. Mm-hmm. We're waiting for the competency. What?
Yeah, so we can get a doctor to talk to you.
Perfect.
So right now we're just waiting for the judge to sign the order. As soon as that happens, I'll reach out to you and get the doctor's information so that you guys can touch base and talk about the case a little bit.
I'm scared though yeah, and I would love that. Thank you so much. And I want to put this all together so it makes sense, because this doesn't make sense. This logically does not make sense. So, and I went to the stake president. I'm not active. I don't have my records in there, but I've been talking to him for the last 7 weeks, and I've come over. He can't do anything because it's mixing church and state, but I'm going to get somebody to talk with him so that I can back this up. And I've been sharing with him what's been going on, and back with the original that universal app. When I read it to him, he's like, screenshot that, because I don't, that's actually something you have. And then I went and saw him yesterday again, because I'm scared and I don't know what to do, and I am being pulled back to the church, and I think it has everything to do with that. It's very weird, and again, I have to try and prove that one. And but he's like, this isn't okay. This obviously is what you think. Otherwise, this isn't logical. So I'm kind of.
Let's have you, when you get that public defender appointed, have them call me. And like I said, as soon as I hear from Judge Ortega, Judge Ortega is the one I'm waiting on to sign this order so we can have the doctor talk to you. As soon as she signs that order, then and I get the doctor appointed, I'll get you that information. Okay. But in the meantime, don't contact the police and give them any more information. Wait until your public defender and lady gets appointed, and then have them call me. Okay.
Can you please understand where I'm coming from with this, though? I'm not trying to be crazy. I'm saying something. I can prove how I would believe this. So that's where I want you to get the facts.
That's why we're getting Judge Ortega to get that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. I
All
just
right.
want to make sure that you're on the same page because I don't think you really believe me and you don't have to believe me, but I can't do this alone and I'm still going to do it. So I just want to make sure we're on the same page and you know these things that are happening. I'm going to email you pictures of where the whole car is a mess. But if I already called the officer yesterday and asked where my phone was and I was missing a bag. And he said that another officer took inventory and took pictures. And so that's where it's really confusing. If they took pictures and they left my weed pipe there, that doesn't make too much sense.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
doesn't.
so once that defender gets pointed over there, let's touch base with each other.
Awesome.
And,
Thank you,
work
Vince.
together, okay?
Appreciate you.
All right, Brooke.
Thank you. Okay, bye.